Oh. Are you here?
Okay.
Hello, Witchfolk. Welcome to our coven. We are angels on broomsticks, and we're a mother-daughter duo. I'm Kristin.
And I'm Evangeline. And here on this channel, we see makeup as something that is fun, creative, a little bit magical, and definitely for everybody. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Now today's Thursday, so you're tuning in to Witches, Bitches, Martinis, and makeup.
What is this we're drinking?
What are we drinking today?
Yeah, what is it?
So this is a Fiero Spritz. I feel like most of you are familiar with an Aperol Spritz, but this is something that came to my attention when I was working in the summer in an Italian restaurant, and we got this drink special going on. It's like a version of Aperol, but it's fruitier, more approachable, super summery.
So this is a summer drink. We're in the middle of a pandemic winter. What?
Well, you know what? It was sunny today. I felt like I was like cooking in the sun in my apartment at one point, so it's Fiero Spritzes today.
Cheers.
So that's our cocktail of the day. Topic of the day is tarot cards. So we're going to be talking about tarot, fortune telling, divination, and what we're doing is a look inspired by a tarot card. So we both selected something that was speaking to us, the color story. Why don't you lift yours up first?
So mine is the 9th of Pentacles. What? What is it?
It's the 9 of Pentacles.
Oh.
I'll explain what that means in a bit while we're doing our makeup, but this was your color story that you chose.
Yes, I was attracted to her pink hair.
Yeah.
But it's a turban.
I love those colors.
And her purple.
Look at the freaking makeup she chose.
So I chose this Ace Beaute palette. Right here, look at
it's literally the exact same. It has the turquoise, it has the yellow, like every single color. Yeah. That bit of orange,
it's bang on.
You know what it is?
Nostalgia palette.
It's
Fate.
By the way.
Fate.
It's Fate. It's the tarot cards speaking through the palettes. Because makeup and magic go hand in hand. I chose the Queen of Rods for reasons I'll explain later. But I love the yellow color story. So I'm going to be using the 420 palette. So this is from Milk Cosmetics. If you've never heard of it, super like grungy yellows, greens, browns. It's really unique color story. So that's on the agenda today, or as you like to say, the agenda. All right, let's get started on the makeup. I'm almost out of my Charlotte Tilbury.
Damn.
I already prepped my face with it, but look, there's like no glow because it's like gone.
Soon we're gonna get the Auric.
Okay, so tarot in general. Let's start there. I started learning tarot cards like a year and a half ago, maybe. My first tarot reading was a friend gave it to me in a bar. I found it was really accurate for me at the time, so then I started getting into it. But I don't really see tarot as like full-on future telling, like, oh, this is what's gonna happen. I see it more as like a way to like reflect on what's happening in your life right now. It's more of a self-reflective tool and maybe somewhat predictive, but not like this is the future. I don't see it that way. Do you see anything that way? Do you think it's possible?
Well, I always use my trusty magic 8-ball to help me guide through my life.
So, the 8-ball. When I was a kid, she stole my magic 8-ball. And she was
then obsessed. I became obsessed. Obsessed.
Like, this isn't even an exaggeration. Like, she would be shaking
it until I got the right answer. I shook it so hard. All it was bubble. I couldn't even read.
Oh my God, I remember that.
It was just bubble.
Because the little thing would come up, and I would use it occasionally because it was my toy. I couldn't read anything. Yeah.
She threw it away.
I threw it away because honestly, you were so upset. You had this manic expression on your face when you would use the 8-ball.
But okay, now I have this.
She apparently has an app now.
It's not an app.
Oh.
I got rid of the app.
What is it? Just the internet website?
Yeah, so it's like there. This is Indra Magic 8-ball.
Okay, let's ask you something.
There's ads. Durham College.
She's
Okay. Will I sell my house? Ask.
Oh, God.
What's it say?
Reply hazy, try again. You gotta leave it
Yeah.
at that,
Okay.
though.
No.
You gotta leave it at that. Try again later.
Okay.
It's not the right time. We're in public.
Right. It's embarrassing. It's my secret shame.
When I've been reading and learning about the tarot cards, a lot of people are like, if you get an answer you don't like, don't draw another card. Like,
Is
sit
that
with
bad luck?
It's not that it's bad luck. It's just sit with the answer. You know? Don't frantically.
I remember the first time I did the Magic 8 Ball where I started to believe
Oh, yeah?
was I was in real estate school and I was doing my second exam and I asked it, will I pass the exam? And it said, no.
Did you pass it?
No! But in my defense,
Yeah.
I broke my wrist, my right wrist,
Yeah.
and I thought it was a multiple choice exam where you just, color the dots. But no, it was a writing exam.
What?
Look at her writing.
Oh.
Look at her handwriting.
Those are my notes for today.
Yeah, so I couldn't write, and so my answers were just, and so I failed. Yeah.
Because of a broken wrist.
Yeah, but also because I didn't really study.
And because you asked the 8 ball.
That's the 8 ball, and I was like, I knew I was going to fail, so I did.
Oh no. You put too much faith in that 8 ball. Which brings me to actually one topic of the tarot. There's a way to figure out your card of the year. And in the tarot, there's different suits. Like, she has the pentacles for her card. I chose something from rods. And then there's this thing called the major arcana, which is like sort of almost like a thematic journey called the Fool's Journey. And it's cards that are very much like archetypes and themes you see coming up in like myths and stories and things like that. Anyway, there's a way to use numerology with your birthday to figure out what your card of the year is and where you are in the Fool's Journey. We, different birthdays, we're on the same journey together.
Yay, we're on the journey of the YouTubes.
Do you know what our card this year is?
No.
Wheel of Fortune. Which is a card talking about like luck, fate, chance, ups and downs. You could be on the top of the wheel, you could be on the bottom of the wheel. Could be strokes of luck, could be downward movement, but something to remind yourself when you're in this turmoil of the Wheel of Fortune is to choose optimism, because whenever something goes down, it always comes back up. So this year we got to remember that.
We got to remember that.
What?
We all do.
Yeah, and also it goes both ways. Like when things are up and then they go down, like again, choose optimism. Remember that that's just part of the process. Like life is cyclical, seasons are cyclical. Embrace the wheel. I'm gonna go super bronzy. I'm gonna use the Becca bronzer, my first OG bronzer that I still love. I think I'm second panning. Panning.
What's that mean?
This is my second one.
Oh,
and
you're
I'm
second panning. Huh.
Look at me.
Where were you? You're talking about
our cards of the year. And there's a way to figure out like the world's card of the year, like with 2020, 2021. So, interestingly, 2020 was the Emperor. And this card is very much about rules, authority, often like when distorted, tyrannical authority, toxic masculinity, abuse of power, rules, system, structure, all of that. And I feel like we saw that all in 2020.
We did.
Especially in the States with that tyrannical force that is, you know who.
Shoot, we can't say his name.
You must not.
We will not say his name ever again.
So, moving forward, 2021 is the Hierophant, which is, again, something related to systems and rules, but this is more about, like, organizations of learning and wisdom and sometimes, like, upheaving those really traditional systems you rely on. Learn and choose wisdom. Choose science, how about?
Yeah, how about that?
Very much a teacher-student sort of relationship. So that's what we've got coming for us. I think it's still going to be about like rules and learning and following voices above us, but it's going to be more on like a wisdom level rather than like an authoritative level. So that's what we got coming up for us.
This blush, one of the Glow Plays from MAC, it matches my hair.
Yeah. Glow Plays are my favorite. I'm just bringing my bronzer up really high, almost like I've been in the sun.
Well,
you know. And on this card, she has blush like literally under her eyes. So that's why I'm lifting.
Good look. Yeah.
So I'm going to do like that very sort of warm tone orangey yellowy blush with the Clown Blush by Likely Makeup. So Contortion and Carnival, I'm going to do a little mixology. I'm also going to run it on my lower lash line. Do you want to talk about your card?
I do. I want you to tell me about my card.
So this lovely lady, look how gorgeous she is. She is part of the suit of Pentacles, which is very much about all things worldly, material, tangible, sensory. So she's kind of like basically like I'm gonna lay in my luxury and eat grapes card. Bare minimum. That's what she is. She's about enjoying what you've earned. She's about embracing the physical things around you and not in like a gluttonous way, and just a very much enjoying the senses. She's about reaping your rewards, enhancing your outer environment to reflect sort of a sense of peace and prosperity, pleasing your senses. That's that lady.
Mm-hmm.
So what she's about.
So she's going to guide me to my next journey.
Well, yeah, when you sort of picked that card, that's what I thought of you, like moving and like being in a new environment that's very much, you know, out with the old, in with the new.
I'm
like,
scared.
Well, you're going to get...
Because I feel like I don't deserve things.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the card that's like, I deserve it. That's this card. You need to invoke this energy. The only thing she maybe warns about is like not sharing your indulgence with others.
Aw.
But I feel like you always would.
Yeah, I would.
Your family.
Can I tell a story?
No.
So it's so funny because just this 2 weeks ago or so, I've been sometimes looking on the internet, like on secondhand store websites, because 30 years ago I used to work at Holt Renfrew, like the luxury brand store in Toronto or in Canada. And I used to go to the Hermes counter, and I hate all things like luxury brands. I don't like it in makeup. I don't like logos. I don't like weird Gucci this and that. But like for some reason I was obsessed with this scarf at the Hermes counter, and I'd go and visit it. I mean, back then I liked all that crap. Yeah. I had interesting stuff. Like I had a Paloma Picasso bag. So I was obsessed with this scarf, and it was called Plume. It was feathers. And so this lady, she's got a bird.
Yeah. Normally that in the deck that's more popular, it has a falcon, which is sort of about action and like precision, but this is like a peacock.
Yeah,
so I think she's very luxurious.
Yeah, she's luxury. So back in the day, those Hermes scarves, the silk scarves, cost $225, which was too rich for my blood. And the plume was an old design, I think, from the 50s, and it carried on to the 80s, early 90s. But I never bought it because it's crazy.
Did you have regrets back then?
I had regrets. I literally thought about it all the time. I wish I had that scarf. And then I went on eBay or something, and I found it, and it was like $500 and change. And it's like, ooh, I don't want to pay that. That's not good. And then I went on another site, and again it was like $600. And then it came in different colors, and the color that I would visit it had a kind of creamy white background and a navy blue border, and it was all feathers, and it was so beautiful. I die thinking about it. But then I went on Real, and I saw it, and it was for like half the price. I'm not going to tell you how much it was.
Okay.
Half the price. Half the price of what? I don't know. A Jeep? No, but like it was half the price of what it was on eBay and the other site. But it said it was used, which is fine. And it had a spot on it. But like, hello, if it was mine, it would be used with a spot on it. So I ordered it. And hello, here she is. Here she is. Here she is.
What's it say on it?
Plumes.
Plumes!
Plumes. So I got her.
So now you got the plumes.
I can't find the spot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't see any spot.
That's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, mother darling.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
That's pretty. Are you pulling an Edie?
Yeah. It's gorgeous, mother darling. So I'm really thrilled.
Yeah,
So
you
I
got
have
it. And now you have the little peacock on your shoulder.
So there you go.
It's funny how you can like obsess over something random
Obsessed.
like that.
I obsessed
like,
for 30 years.
30 years. Wow. And now you got it.
Yeah, it felt like she came home.
Aww.
I hope it's the same one.
Imagine.
If it was the same one.
Literally the same. Eyes.
Eyes.
I feel like I remember you obsessing over scarves a little bit in general when we went to London.
Yes.
We went to Liberty.
Because I got a Liberty scarf.
Oh, yes, I do remember. Wasn't it like green and
Yeah, purple.
purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Art Deco-y.
That was pretty. It's one of those things, a scarf, like that. Like how do you wear it too? I like the idea of wearing it in your hair.
Yeah, me too.
Sounds cool.
Was really cool back in the day when I obsessed over the Hermes scarf. They had a little pamphlet, because we didn't even have the internet then. But they had a cute little pamphlet how to wear it, like, not like an old lady style, but like modern young women.
Yeah.
That was like hair bands or tying it to your purse.
So my card, I'm going into the yellow. Queen of Rods. One of the other reasons I chose her was because she came up in my coven meeting the other night. The coven.
Oh, the coven.
Yeah, coven. You're
Jelly
jelly?
in a coven?
It's with
Yeah,
my
I'm
witch
totally
lady.
jelly.
I always call her my witch lady. Pam Grossman, who's the author of Waking the Witch and the podcast The Witch Wave, which I highly recommend. Anyway, so I'm part of her Patreon, and we have coven meetings usually around the full moon, online, obvi, Zoom. So we had an Imbolc coven meeting the other day. So that's like a Celtic pagan holiday that was sort of celebrating the first day of spring. So we talked a lot about like new beginnings, creativity, starting creative projects, sort of this idea of reawakening after winter. And there's a goddess associated with that holiday, Bridget. So she's the goddess of like fire, but in like a very contained way, like creative fire. And then the Queen of Rods is sort of like the tarot version of that. She's like the mastery of creativity, growth, self-assurance, self-knowledge. Someone who's like really transformed themselves with creative energy. So I felt really drawn to that. The colors and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a rut with like, what am I doing with my life? And there's something about always remembering your creative nature and your creative side that brings like this kind of peace. And that's what makeup is these days. That's what inspires me. So that's why I'm doing her. And also sunshiny colors in winter.
Yeah, it's different.
It's nice. Normally I would think of this as a very summery look, but spring is coming, even though we have a polar vortex coming.
I'm going very purple. I'm using a little pointy pencil brush to dig into my purple.
I'm just filling out the crease with like a warm, earthy toned brown. I don't know how far to wing it out. I feel like I do the same shapes in different colors all the time.
That's okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is anyone wondering about my earrings?
Yeah, tell us about your earrings. They're gorgeous.
So they're Indie City, and they're a Canadian Indigenous owned brand. They're a two-spirit couple, and they make gorgeous jewelry and very affordable as well, which is nice in these times. I think they're so pretty. I also have a choker that is the same pattern. Moons, the moon phases, witches. Bitches. Okay, so the colors that I did on my cheeks, I'm going to put them right under my eyes to sort of create this integration, you know? I'm too nervous to bring it all the way up to my eyes, but I almost feel like
Oh, try it. No, we're all friends here. I'm going to leave... No, I'm not going to leave this palette right now, but I'm going to add something from another palette, which I'll show you in a bit. I'm going to just add a little yellow here. Bright yellow. I'm going into another palette, Elysian by Copacetic, but I'm just going to use these shimmeries. I think this one, to go in there.
I'm just going to line my lash line a little bit. I'm creating a very smudgy lash line. Do you feel ready for mascara?
Yes, please.
Okay, we're going to do mascara and we're going to be right back.
Tell us about your lashes.
Oh, I was just saying, half lashes are way better. They just look nicer, in my opinion. They go like this, whoop, and they're way easier to apply. I can't do a full lash. I still can't. I tried all the techniques where you like look down and you put it in the middle. If you have any advice, let me know. I get it on enough, but it's just like, ugh. Anyway, half lashes. Half lashes are where it's at. I'm using Likely Makeup Lashes in Delicate. I kind of wanted it to look like this sunflower, you know?
I feel like full lashes too, like they go heavy in the center. Like we always want to like...
Yeah, and they go, if you go too close in, you kind of block your eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Half lashes.
So the half lashes, pretty.
Yeah, so this is our mascara. What are you doing for lips?
I'm going into Fenty. Our little Fenties are our obsession of 2020.
Yeah.
These are the MVPs, but they're now like they're at Sephora still, but they've only got the wonky colors left.
Well, that's what we like.
So, what is this color I'm using?
Actually, it's so tiny. I don't blame you for not. Violet Fury.
So it's purple. You?
I'm gonna use PMS, but I'm gonna also use the Vive liner in Bark. Gonna line, fill it in, line.
I'm Endless Cacao. Is Vive like the new Endless Cacao for you?
No, it's different. It's warm toned.
Okay.
Endless Cacao is more like if you want to almost create a shadow effect.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool toned, it's like a shadow.
Tell us about that movie you saw, the documentary.
Let me do my lipstick first. So the documentary is, I think it's called Surviving Death on Netflix. Sort of exploring like near-death experiences, ghost stories, mediums. But the episode I found the most fascinating was reincarnation stories. There are like these 5-year-old children who will tell this whole massive tale about, I was a pilot and I crashed in this plane, and they'll give names of like people, of places, and they fact check them, the parents, and it's true. These 5-year-old children telling like, oh, and I was like murdered, one kid said, and said, oh, my other mommy used to do this, and then they even get tested by people. It's like, do you recognize any of these people? Oh, that one. They got the mom, they got the dad. Anyway, I just thought that was crazy.
But yeah, we were talking about like, I think that there's a soul pool. We dip from
the soul pool.
It's just my opinion.
Well, this is what my dad told me too.
Yeah.
When I was young.
And I shared the same. Yeah.
It's like
it's a pool.
A cup.
Cup.
Like, oh.
You got a little bit of Charles Manson in you. Guess what?
I don't like to think of it like that. More just like.
Well.
But then maybe some people get a cup.
Yeah.
Very full of something else.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Some people get like a 3/4 cup of Charles Manson and a quarter cup of like well, I'm just saying. Because I always thought like
of Mother Teresa.
Don't go there. But how does memory because memory is a physical thing, no? Like it's in your brain and there's memory cells. How do you explain that? Like you're in a new body. This little 5-year-old's got a new
Maybe
body.
because memory's so emotional. Oh, I guess you could say it's brain activity, but I don't know. I think there's definitely something a little bit more going on here that we don't know about.
Sure.
And that's what I think of as things like tapping into tarot cards and archetypes and images. You're tapping into this bigger collective thing, this energy pool.
That's true.
You're drawing on that energy pool for like guidance or just sort of like patterns, synchronicities. And we don't know. We don't have the answers, but there's definitely something going on.
Yeah. A collective soul, a collective energy, I think.
Me too. Anyway, we got serious.
Now we got our makeup on. You can't smile by wearing purple lipstick because it makes your teeth look totally yellow.
Dark lipstick. You just gotta...
Not dark lipstick, but purple
Well,
lipstick.
you got this.
Oh, that we hate.
Just keep your mouth shut like you should as a woman. Keep it shut. Oh, and smile. Don't forget to smile. Anyway, do you think we did a good job emanating our tarot cards?
Here's my lady, my lady, my lady, my lady.
Queen of Rods, 9 of Pentacles. This is from the Morgan Greer deck, in case anybody's interested. It's definitely a little bit of a more modern take on the traditional decks. If you want something super modern, go for the Modern Witch deck. There's like a girl on a cell phone getting stabbed by swords.
I want that.
I have it.
Oh, okay. I did not know.
We'll use it maybe another time.
Okay, sure.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time.
Until then, don't forget to like, subscribe. Have a cocktail or two while you're watching us. Cheers.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, witches.